In this video, we'll be going over the reporting and analytics features inside of eQUEUE. If your user has been given permissions to the reporting functionality, you will see this Reports button inside the toolbar. When you click on it, it will show you useful information and statistics about cluster utilization. Now, it pulls all this data from your existing schedule or accounting logs, so there's no separate daemon to run to collect this data. By default, it will show you the last month worth of information, but you can easily change that through this little date picker on the side. I'm going to pick a custom range because I've loaded in a year's worth of data for 2013 onto this sample system, and that's what we'll be looking at. So I'm going to pick January 1st to December 31st and click Apply. So here you can see that there were 100,000 jobs run this last year, the number of users, the number of groups, the average, maximum, and total runtime, queue time, and interesting statistics about the node, like the average nodes per job, the number of slots or cores or processors per job, memory utilization, etc. So not only do you get the average information and summaries at the top, you get some details below. There's a series of tabs in the middle where you can see breakdown based on different categories. For example, this is users. So here we can see all of the users and the individual information about each one of the users. So if we take an example user, like user 011, we see that they ran 1,700 jobs. But let's say we want to drill down a little more. We can easily just click on their name. It will show the averages for that user, and then it will show you all the detail records, including all of the individual jobs run, which queue, whether the job was successful, how long it queued for, how long it ran, nodes, memory utilization, etc. And including job number, so that way if a user has questions about a particular job, you can easily go and find that and get information about it. So not only do we have information based on users, we also have information based on groups. This cluster only has 3 groups, so it's not quite as exciting, but you can also get information on queues, so you can see which queues are the most utilized and the runtime and queue time for each one of those. We're going to skip these two for a second, and we'll go back to them, but we also show you information based on time of day. So you can see what that 9 o'clock in the morning is by far the most utilized point inside this cluster. You can also see that we get the most unique users later in the day. We get the most unique users later in the day. We can also see which day of the week. We can see that the weekends definitely drop off, but that Tuesday has high utilization. And we can also look at a month schedule here and see that June is by far our most utilized, while the Christmas holidays, while the winter holidays are definitely a little lower. One feature that we added was this concept of category and tags based on user request. What this allows you to do is segment your users into your own set of categories and tags. For example, we created a category of department and put 2 tags inside, including biology and physics. And then through this eQUEUE user tags command line tool, we can add users into these tags. So now we can start reporting on the biologists, the physics, the physicists, whatever categories and tags make sense. So you can see we added a user type as well, where it gives us student, we could add professor, we could add faculty, we could add staff, so that way we can easily see what our utilization is. Now all of these reports and data, you can see there's a couple buttons next to them. One is CSV to download a comma separated file that you could easily load into your spreadsheet like Excel or a database, or PDF here, and you can download this report and easily redistribute it to other people that might need access to this data without having to log into eQUEUE. So that gives you a quick overview of the reporting and analytics features. Thanks for watching.